Welcome children, this is Vikesh from Mamlitra G School. Now we are moving to the another part of chapter 2, that is microorganism. As you remember, in the last lecture we have discussed about the harmful microbes in human, animals and plant. Now we are moving to the another topic, that is microorganism and food spoilage. So microorganisms like fungi and bacteria are responsible for the spoilage of various food stuff. So they can spoil the food and after that it is not good for the consumption. Now the question will arise, how do we know that food has become unfit for the consumption? So there are some symptoms by which you can identify easily that they are not fit for consumptions. They are foul odor, slimy surface or cotton like growth on the surface discoloration, sour taste and gas formation. So these all are the characteristics by which you can easily identify that food are not good for consumption. The food look like that, just like cotton growth, mold on the surface of the bread, as well as you can see the surface discoloration caused by the molds. So these all are the symptoms which shows that food is not good for consumption. These fungi and bacteria are require some condition to grow. What are these? Moderately warm temperature and air and moisture. These microorganisms often produce poisonous substance. Eating such food stuff can cause an illness called food poisoning. So when you will see all these symptoms, please don't eat all these stuff because they are not good for your health. So condition require moderately warm temperature, air and moistures are required to grow these fungi and bacteria on the food, and it will make food spoilage. Now the next topic is the food preservatives. Yeah, preservation means if you want that your food can be used for a longer period of a time, then you require that food should be preserved. So as you have eaten that chips, biscuit, all packet food, pickle, etc. I hope every student eat all these things. You know how they are fresh when you open a packet of all these things. So there is a process by which these packet food item fresh for a year or even more than year. This process is known as food preservation. Let us see what is a food preservation. The food preservation is the process of treating and handling food with an aim to stop or slow down its spoilage while maintaining its nutrient value, texture and flavor. So this is how they will help to preserve your food. Before this topic we have discussed that microbes are big cause of food spoilage and make the food unfit for consumption. So by this food preservation we preserve food for a longer period of a time for consumption. So the different methods of food preservation are used for different type of a food. So what are these? The number one is boiling. Boiling liquid food item can kill any existing microbes. Milk and water are often boiled to kill any harmful microbes. Every day your mother taking a milk and she will boil it. So the milk cannot be spoiled and you can use it for a whole day. Drying. Microbes need warm, moist condition to grow. If food is dried, it remain in good condition for a long period. Example, coconut, fish, prawn and meat. The next thing is a refrigeration. So everybody having a refrigerator at their home. Microbes do not grow in cold condition, just like fruit, vegetable, butter, cheese. In the winter season, if you will keep all the things outside of the fridge, they never spoil. But during the summer season, everything you will keep inside the refrigeration, in the refrigerator, because it can help to make your food fresh and avoid the growth of bacteria and fungus on it. So you can use these food stuff again and again with the help of refrigeration. The next thing, using chemical. Some chemicals such as sodium benzoate and potassium metabisulfate are commonly used as a preservative in squash and ketchup. The next thing is using salt, sugar, oil and vinegar. Salt, sugar, oil and vinegar create an environment that prevents microbial growth and are used for preserving food stuff like meat, pickle, jams, jellies, etc. And the last one is a pasteurization. Pasteurization involves heating a food stuff to a high temperature and then cooling it rapidly. This helps in destroying harmful microbes without changing the composition, flavor or nutritive value of the food stuff. So this can help you to make your food fresh for a longer period of time. So these all are methods are come under the food preservation. So here I have given you a one table which you can complete after reading all this chapter. Recall and complete the concept map below. So I have given you the microorganism and I have given you the 5 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first I have done for you, there I have filled the bacteria and their example. Now the next 4 you will complete, then you will write down the useful microorganism, commercial uses, medicinal uses, and the next you will fill harmful effect of microorganism in different boxes. So you can better understand this chapter. Thank you.